if you give yourself 30 minutes to get a task done, you'll get it done in 30 minutes. But if you have the I'll get around to it mentality, then you are going to delay it. And the task itself will become a lot bigger than it originally was. For example, your room has been messy now for about 2 weeks. You've been meaning to clean it, to tidy everything. Maybe you've got some clothes on the floor that you haven't picked up in a few days. Come on now. Some Amazon delivery boxes. Just stuff lying around. And the clutter starts to annoy you. The issue is a lot of guys tolerate the annoyance. They're like, I'll get around to it. But they don't know that the more it builds up in their environment, the more it starts to affect their overall performance. You might not think it's a big deal. You might think, come on, Ali, it's just some clothes and some wrappers on the floor and boxes. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal because it affects how you do other things in your life. As the late, great Jim Rohn used to say, everything affects everything. If your room is dirty and disorganized, chances are other aspects of your life are also all over the place. Because they're all connected. No event is isolated in your life. How you do anything is how you do everything. And what I've discovered is that whatever time frame you give yourself is the time frame that you'll get the task completed in. If you tell yourself, I'll get around to it, in the next year or so, chances are it won't actually take a year. It will take a lot longer because you're so casual. But if you tell yourself, right, I'm getting this done by this date, and you create urgency, then chances are you're going to get that task completed a lot quicker. For example, speaking of the messy room, if you tell yourself, I'm going to clean up this room in 30 minutes, I have to. I can't continue living this way, jumping over boxes and clothes to get into bed. No, I'm going to get this done in 30 minutes. And then you just play some music and you just get going. You start picking things up, throwing away the boxes, hoovering the floor. Within about 30 minutes, the room is going to look a whole lot nicer than it did. And you're going to feel, most importantly, a lot better than you felt 30 minutes before. Your environment, gentlemen, has a massive impact on your overall well-being. It really does. And it affects how you see yourself, your relationship with yourself. For me, my place has to look and smell good and be clean. Because when I come home, I want to walk into an environment that's welcoming, an environment that inspires creativity, not an environment that drains me and frustrates me. No, I want to sit down and sip on some coffee whilst listening to some nice jazz music on my vinyl player. I want to smell some nice aroma. I feel good, and I absolutely believe that when you feel good, you do good. Your environment has a massive impact on your overall well-being, which as a result has a massive impact on your performance. Take care of it. Don't underestimate the impact your environment has on you. Clean your room. Have a nice looking apartment. Buy some nice premium furniture. Yeah. Don't live in a box with some crappy furniture. No. If you can, you've got a bit of money, buy some nice stuff. This is your place, for goodness sakes, man. And it's also a reflection of you. I've had people come over to my place before and say, Ali, your place is incredible. It's amazing. I love the furniture. I love the colors. I love the smell. And it's nice when you receive compliments like that, because there's nothing more intimate to a man than his own environment, right? The place he calls home. So when somebody compliments your home, the place you spend most of your time, it's one of the best compliments you can receive. And of course, you know, for those of you guys that want to pursue romantic relationships with women, a guy that takes care of his place very well, the place is clean, it smells good. Even the girl's going to look at you and think, wow, this is a man that's put together. I like this. She's not going to walk in and there's crisps all over the floor, just hair everywhere. The place stinks of last night's dinner. No. Okay, so your environment is very important, but most importantly, this is what I want you to derive from this video. The main point is whatever time frame you give yourself is the time frame that it will take to get the task done. Tell yourself, I'm going to do it. Don't give yourself the option to do some of it now, some of it later, buy now, pay later. No. We're not going to Klarna our approach. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to get everything done in full immediately. You've got a task you want to get done for your business. You give yourself a strict deadline and act like there won't be any more time left to do this. This way, the time you have becomes a lot more sacred. The reason why a lot of you guys waste your time, and I've been there myself in the past, definitely, is because I didn't take the time that I had seriously. I was wasting it. Thinking, yeah, I've got all the time in the world. Yeah, I've got all the time in the world. Time doesn't wait for you. It keeps going. And before you know it, you're going to be 35, 40, 45 thinking, where did the last 10, 15 years go? So move with a sense of urgency. When you do that, every hour feels different. It no longer just blends in together and just evaporates into thin air. No, it now has weight. You're like, okay, from 4 to 5, I'm going to do this. Okay, from 5 to 6, I'm going to do that. And look, don't make it so it's an hourly thing. If you can get the task done quicker than your intended goal, amazing, even better. To a good quality, that is. Okay, you don't want to compromise quality to get something done quickly, right? Make sure the quality's still good. But hey, if you can get the same task that would have normally taken you 4 hours done in 2 hours, amazing. That's efficiency right there. Okay, so move with speed, get the work done to the best of your ability, and start respecting the time that you put into your work. Okay, you're paying with a portion of your life for the work that you do, as Jim Rohn used to say. You are paying for a portion of your life for the work that you do. Okay? It's costing you your life. The work that you're doing right now is literally costing you your life. You're paying with your life. The hours that you're giving this company, 40 hours a week, 160 hours a month, and that's not even taking into account the commute if you commute back and forth, potentially 170, 180 hours a month of your life. You're paying with your life. And so I want you to take the time that you're giving this company a lot more seriously. Meaning, if it's not deriving you, if it's not bringing you happiness and fulfillment, get out. Of course, make sure you're in a position where you can do that. Line something else up. But don't be in a place that drains you mentally because you need the money. No, you're paying with your life, literally, man. Don't stay somewhere where you're not appreciated, where you're not valued, where you're not respected. Okay, because you'll start to lose respect for yourself. If you're in an environment that degrades you, you will start looking at yourself as somebody that perhaps is deserving of this humiliation, of this disrespect. But when you walk away from somewhere because your values aren't aligned to theirs, because they're slimy and they're dishonest and maybe disingenuous, and they treat their customers poorly and they overwork you and underpay you, if you walk away from an environment like that, you're going to feel good about yourself. Even if they paid you a decent salary, but the environment just didn't feel right and you walk away, you're going to have newfound respect for yourself. You're going to feel like, yeah, you know what? You're the kind of guy, you're the kind of gal that will leave when the conditions no longer align with your values. And you shouldn't stay somewhere that goes against your core values just because you need the cash. No. Because you will absolutely lose respect for yourself. Okay? So, gents, tell yourself it's got to get done in this time frame and get it done. You got to get sick and tired of just procrastinating your life away. Whatever you need to get it done with urgency. Tell yourself it's now or never, baby. It's now or never. It has to get done. I'm no longer going to just sit on the idea, as Jim Rohn used to say, the law of diminishing intent. It kills a lot of dreams, right? The longer it takes for you to do something, the less likely you are to do it. Straight up. The longer it takes for you to do something, the less likely you are to do it. So get it done immediately. Get it done now. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, comment. Let me know what you think down below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel for more videos just like this. Have a good one.